Tokyo. High rise, high prices, high expectations. A megacity with a massive influence on consumer electronics, at least for the last few decades.
The mainstream technology scene is dying. It just really moves too fast to support the traditional way of doing things.
Today, Japan's electronic giants no longer dominate things in quite the way they once did. So perhaps now there's room for new players to emerge. As well as the big companies, there's also a flourishing startup scene here too. That is, if you know where to look. The Fab Cafe in trendy Shibuya. It's no ordinary cafe. Customers keen to get involved in the growing worldwide trend to make stuff for themselves flock here to do just that. It's as if someone decided to fill the place with early adopter catnip. As well as coffee, there's a communal laser cutter and 3D printing stations. This cafe is a successful startup in its own right, and it's going places too, with branches in Taiwan and soon Barcelona. And the owners hope the cafe customers will also catch the startup bug and launch businesses of their own.
Many creators come, they make something and they will share their idea.
At the top of the same building is a more organised shared working space, Fab Cafe's parent company, Loftwork. Hire a desk and collaborate with colleagues, some of whom might not even work in your business. And why not catch up with fellow workers in Kyoto through this real-time video link-up? One of the startups incubated at Loftwork is telepathy, glasses that let people share video. Other Tokyo startups grabbing attention include mobile payment firm Coiny and Neuroware, a startup making stuff that connects your brain to your phone. Todd Porter organises TEDx Tokyo, an independent local spin-off from the hugely successful TED conferences that began in America. Over tea and nashi pear, he explains that being an entrepreneur in Japan is still seen as being weird or risky, but attitudes are starting to change.
In Japan, entrepreneurship is still not seen as a normal mainstream thing. Some people might assume you couldn't get a job at the normal companies, whereas in America, you often think it's the brave ones who are going for it to make something big happen. For the Japanese, being in this larger company is a safe environment, and there's some pros to that system when the world is not moving as fast as it now is. There was, in a sense, they took care of their people no matter what the economic cycle. I think now the younger generation more and more knows that that's not really even an option for many people, and so that could be a trigger for entrepreneurship.
One challenge for Tokyo firms keen to reach global markets is that some quirks of Japanese design might not work for a global audience. Akiba, an otaku, or geek, told me more.
The Japan aesthetic is also like kind of technology with no use, right? So there's actually a saying in Akihabara for the otaku community, which is cute is justice, which is that if it's cute, then its existence is already justified, right? So it doesn't need to have a purpose as long as it's cute.
But Japan's unique take on design might yet prove an advantage. The eye of a Tokyo entrepreneur could spot things others miss, and a world-beating idea or business may well be the result. If that happens, then the original Silicon Valley on the other side of the Pacific had better watch out.